All right. Straight from the EU finals into the finals of North America. He's been cutting through Protoss like a hot knife through butter. And I'll tell you, man, I really feel like PvT, Hero vs. Maru, Clem vs. Hero, it's been looking really well balanced and just a bit more flowy and back and forth, especially like stats versus Clem, than ever before. And then I watched today's weekly cups and I'm like, man, Clem makes this matchup look really unfair for Protoss. Like he is getting ahead early so often and just getting momentum and steamrolling. But standing in front of Team Liquid's Clem is ASTREA, playing for Cloud, Jabezes, the Bear team, VP, Virtus Pro. Playing for Virtus Pro is ASTREA. He is, of course, the clown president of North America, known for creative build orders. Apparently, he used a lot of really good Psystorm usage to take down Beyond in the semifinals. And that's a big, big match. I literally ran into ASTREA's on the ladder. He was warming up with some Terran. Before the tournament started, I said, "Oh, you're playing the weekly cup today, mate?" And he said, "Oh, yeah, I've got a really easy run." And then I run into Beyond in the semis and you know, get 2-0'd and just get wrecked like I do every time against Beyond. And I was like, well, maybe not this time. Because, I don't know, him saying that gave me a bit of a feeling. I was like, I don't know if it'll be that easy. Obviously, Beyond's the favorite, but we'll see. And ASTREA did manage to take him down, so we're going to see what he's got in store for Clem. Clem has been getting away with murder. He's just been killing people with, like, Cyclone Marine drop aggression and just microing with his medevac. He's just beating Stalkers and Adepts in the early game with a handful of units and getting way too much damage. Thank you very much, Vizcarchu, for the sub as well as JR Armada. Thanks for the subs, guys. Appreciate it. Give you guys some proper thanks as well as a big bacon slap at the end of this game. Thank you for the hype train, guys. Sorry for having a bit lower energy today. I've probably been streaming too much. I streamed 5 hours of Battle Aces on my day off. I'm enjoying too many different games right now, and I'm probably burning myself out on games. I also didn't exercise the last 2 days. It's been like really cold and rainy and wintry. I'm just going to go for a nice long jog later today. Actually, I really need to work it. I'm going to go lift some weights and do some pull-ups and all that sort of stuff. Try and get a good stretch in as well. I haven't been stretching as much, so I think I'm just going into winter hermit mode, and that's usually not good for me energy levels, but we'll be getting back into it soon. Thanks everyone for the support. Sorry for being a little bit down earlier today, but I think we're feeling good now. Now this map's tough because there's the huge drop angle on the left. You've got dead space in every corner. And ASTREA chose to play Twilight. Now, there's a reason why no top player plays Twilight on this map, guys, because drop can hide here, it can hide over here, and hit this base, or this base, or this base. Liberators are a nightmare. This map in general is just hard to deal with. Multi-prong harassment. Now, don't get me wrong. You can open these minerals up and get out here and control this area where there's not as much dead space. But once they get to that corner, that back corner, this huge area behind the natural, that's where things get awkward. Now, I love the sentry openings of ASTREA. He's going to get an early scout on the Marines and the Widow Mine there. Thank you, Sonicron, for the gifty subby. Wait, does Clem have... Was that White Raw? Alright, we're staying on Clem's vision until I hear more voice lines, guys. This is Clem's camera we're going to cast from for a little bit. Oh, here we go. 6 Marines and a Widow Mine. He's going to drop on top. This is a bit of a crazy drop, but there's no shield battery. No shield battery for ASTREA. He will get the medevac, though. I think this is good for ASTREA, especially if he keeps that yellow hit point guy alive. But, oh, the Widow Mine. The Widow Mine kind of wrecks the probes right now. This is really good for Clem. This is really, really good for Clem. 10, 11. Another game. This is the first medevac literally wins Clem the game every single time recently. This is BS. He's making this matchup look so easy. It's crazy. Now, to be fair, I actually think this one's not as bad. In the previous games, players were playing very safe and still taking damage. But in this game, there's a third Nexus finished already. Remember, if there's one player who can take a punch, it's ASTREA. He's chrono boosting probes and he's playing Double Forge. Double Forge is something no one in Europe plays, even though Widow Mines no longer remain invisible from Armory. You need to get Drilling Claws on the tech lab of a factory after making an armory. So basically it almost never happens, right? Because of that, you can't use Widow Mines for map control. Whereas before that change, Terran would dominate mass Zealot upgrade styles by just spreading Widow Mines across the map, and Protoss wouldn't have enough detection to go clean them up. It would slow down the movement and the momentum of the Zealots enough and allow Terran to just get map control for a very minimal investment. So ASTREA comes in, he gets a single SCV, makes it 2, Gets himself a Marine as well. Should get out of there, though. He's got to be careful of that tank. Hey, couple Marines, couple SCVs. Not too bad, but you don't want to be taking too much damage, bud. Oh, good blink back. That tank was like mid-firing animation, and it just wasn't quite able to complete. Now, this is a non-cloaked Banshee. 3 Stalkers are nearby. As long as Australia reacts quickly, he's going to get 1, 2, and gets 1 more shot on it. So that's 7 shots, which is not bad. And, oh my god, he's going to go for more. This is so greedy from CLEM. That's just CLEM in a nutshell, isn't it? And ASTREA, a little slow on the blinky blink. Sentry's going to kill the Banshee, maybe? 5 kills, not bad for a cloakless Banshee, dude. That was pretty nice. Especially on the damage that happened earlier in this game. Not only that, did he see the forges? He sees a forge. Luckily, he didn't see the second one. If he saw the second one, he'd be screwed. Actually, he sees the 2 gas, though. Oh, so, okay, so CLEM knows it's a 2 gas Protoss, which means Mass Zealot. So what do? You don't get surrounded. You just wait until you hit a massive amount of bio before you risk getting surrounded. Or you feel like you're so far ahead from the probe kills, you just go win anyway. Let's be honest, guys. If he hadn't done so much damage, I think he'd be very cautious. He's done so much damage, I think he might just try to overrun. Now, this could be a mistake, right? Even with the lead that he's got. Moving out here, not what you're meant to do against Zealots. If ASTREA can fight when 1-1 finishes, it'll be great. Zealot, Stalker, Sentry, moving down the left, hoping to catch any drops there. Setting up his little ring of pylon vision. Stalker's in the middle, though, and ASTREA needs to pull back. He sees that army. 1-1's about 10 seconds away. He needs the armor. He needs the armor. Oh, I love that he's setting up a bit of a Zealot flank up north. Pulling back. Dude, this is huge. This is huge! ASTREA goes for it. Armor might not quite be done, but I think it's a good enough fight angle. It shouldn't matter. Beautiful Zealots around. Great Widowmine shots, though. Stalkers are focusing the Medivacs. You've got to focus the Medivacs. CLEM needs to focus the Stalkers. He gets rid of 2 of the Stalkers. That was huge. Getting rid of those Stalkers allows him to escape. CLEM, a lot of players would have panicked there. They wouldn't have focused the Stalkers, but he focused the Stalkers before picking up CLEM, realizing that's what he had to do. Now, CLEM's going to keep moving out and fighting when he obviously should be turtling because he's against a 3-base Mass Zealot player. That's because CLEM has literally never played safe in his entire life. He's been beating Protosses so easily. He's got to be careful, man. He may have done a lot of damage early in this game, but ASTREA gets a few Widowmines for free, starts pulling back over there. The Zealots do get stuck in the choke point, though. Nice moves. Zealots coming in from behind. Widowmine will get a pretty decent hit. Second Widowmine, not so much. ASTREA's got to pull back, though. Oh, does he? Maybe not. Oh, that Marauder in the choke point finally gets chewed up. Good pullback for ASTREA, though. Wait, he's got a Zealot on the ramp as well? Wow, those 1-1 Zealots doing well. 2-2's on the way. Unfortunately, his +2 armor's a little behind. That's the more important upgrade, in my opinion. He's going to take the 2 gold mineral base as sort of like a hidden 4th on the right side. I don't really know if the risk is worth it there. I guess he's just hoping there's enough fighting in the middle that CLEM can't deal with it. But look, CLEM's got 6 Medivacs. That's the problem with losing all your Stalkers. He needs to be, every time he charges like this, he needs to be like blinking forward and killing Medivacs. But I think CLEM's very aware of that style he's playing. So he's trying to like just overstim CLEM. But CLEM's been doing really well at basically just not overcommitting. Oh, wait, Prism in the main. Sorry, guys, didn't catch that. Prism in the main base. Oh my god, the SCVs. 5, 6, 7 SCVs going down very quickly. He's going to save some of them. And he might try to recall. I don't know, dude. Doesn't go in the front at the same time. He's just going to save 4 Zealots. Good clean up there by CLEM. Units lost tab. Pretty even. Remember, Zealots are very cheap units. Now, most players here would play defensively. CLEM is going to immediately boost out because the man has 0 chill. Like I said, you're meant to turtle up against this. This is why I say never copy CLEM. If you want to be better at StarCraft, look at what CLEM does and do the opposite. Because only he can get away with this because he's fast enough, good enough to make the games this chaotic and actually profit from them. Because look, he shows he's moving out, instantly goes back in, cleans up the Prism of the Zealots for just 4 SCVs. Same time, gets a double drop going. Now, to be fair, does get it out. But anyone with worse multitasking loses that drop as well, right? And loses a lot more at home. CLEM gets away with it because he is CLEM. He's a crazy person. Stalker blink. Oh, he doesn't get the Medivac. ASTREA is mouthing right now. That's got to be so frustrating not being able to get that. ASTREA's down on supply while massing Zealots, guys. He does have 2-2 versus +1, though. So he might be able to do very well. Maybe. There's so many Widowmines, though. Getting rid of the Widowmines is going to be huge. He needs to, like, spread his Zealots. But it's such a big massive bio. If he only goes in with a few Zealots at a time, the Widowmines can just unburrow and then burrow again. So this is actually really good for CLEM. Now, CLEM doesn't see a 4th base. He's wondering, where is that 4th? Like, you're playing Mass Zealot. You have to have a 4th. He doesn't know about the gold base on the right side. Zealot Stalker Sentry trying to come in here. Trying to come in around from behind as well. I like that patience, but he will give up his 3rd Nexus because of it, I believe. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, the probe's being pulled. Might not be the best play. More Zealots coming in from the south side. A couple of them at least. The Stalkers need to start focus firing those Medivacs. He needs to blink forward and focus fire. I think he's going to have to blink forward. He gets 1 Medivac. Can he get another one? 2 Medivacs go down. Pulling behind the minerals, though. Pretty good move there for CLEM. He's only got 5 medevacs left with this army. Those Zealots with 2-2, so tanky, man. +3 attacks on the way, no +3 armor. If ASTREA has a 5th base, I think he could outscale CLEM, because CLEM is stuck on this 2 base all in. He's going to lift his 3rd out. This is looking pretty good. Oh, he gets a Marauder? That's adorable. That's actually really weird. If he could pick up another Marauder or 2, this would be huge. I think ASTREA's held it, guys. I think ASTREA's held it. He's held the 2 base all in. See, it's not like he even killed a command center, right? CLEM just 100% committed to the 5 Rex this game. Been a while since I've seen him do that. The Widowmine does get a good shot there on those. Drop on the right side finds the gold base. Could be a bit of an overextension for CLEM, though. If the Stalkers can take out these medevacs, remember, CLEM can't really afford to replace those. 1 medevac goes down. Uh-oh, there's not enough Zealots, though. There's not enough Zealots right now. 3 medevacs fall. If the Zealots can get the surface area, it's a different story. The Stalkers are starting to fall, but so are the Marauders and the Marines. I think it's okay for ASTREA, because yes, he trades his Stalkers out, but he gets rid of all the medevacs, and I think on that note, CLEM runs out of steam. He's got 3 Vikings right now, which is definitely not what he needs. +3 armor is finally starting for ASTREA. He's still on 1. He's on 1-1 upgrades versus 2-2. ASTREA's about to get 3-2, but he's got the numbers, the double forge Zealot style. And remember what ASTREA does, guys. He takes a punch like nobody else. This is old school ASTREA, losing 25 probes, most in the early game. And he just bounces right back off the quick 3rd, goes for the double forge, and he takes game 1. All right, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if CLEM goes back to double gas openings. He goes for a 1 Rex expand in that last map, and then is like, well, that was awkward. So I wouldn't be surprised if this next worker rallies to this gas. But doesn't look like it. He's playing 1 Rex expand again here against ASTREA. Interesting. And ASTREA's cheesing. ASTREA's going double gas. It's going to be a Stargate proxy over here, guys. He's going to proxy a Stargate there. Go for a Void Ray into Tempest proxy siege. If CLEM doesn't SCV scout, this is actually very hard to deal with. If he SCV scouts, I think it's an easy shutdown. Oh, here we go. Okay, maybe he built it all the way up. So could just be Oracle. StarCraft dad joke. There are 2 good things about Marines. 1, they can shoot up. 2, they can shoot up. Hey, you're not wrong, man. Marines can shoot up, they can shoot down, they can shoot all around. Okay, so it's Zealot. Cybercore comes out as well straight away. Already mining with 3 workers on each gas. CLEM, he's going to wait for that Reaper to scout. Yeah, so the funny thing is if the Reaper would checks for proxies and doesn't find this, and then goes across the map, that's really bad, because it'll delay the Reaper coming across the map. If he sees the Zealot coming, it might be okay. But if he doesn't see the Zealot coming, that's going to be bad. So you can see the Zealot's going this path on the left. So if the Reaper goes straight out, it'd go the right path. But I think he's going to scout around. Yeah, I think he probably sees the Zealot coming. Stargate is on the way right now. Adept is, of course, being chrono boosted at home. Probe still being built. ASTREA does need to build another pylon. Don't build it, don't build it, don't build it, don't build it. Ah, shit. That might give away the positioning of that probe. That looked like a proxy Stargate probe. He sees it. Yeah, he knows. Okay, immediately another probe needs to get brought across this map if he wants to continue with this. Unless he's going to change his game plan and just go Oracle, which he might be doing. Zealot goes after the Marine. CLEM slow to react. Oh my gosh, he loses the Marine. And look at that. And the Adept should be here pretty soon. The Adept's maybe a little slow on the thingamajig, the shade. Oh, okay. Zealot doesn't quite manage to get the SCVs. CLEM, good micro. Very good micro here. But Void Ray's already coming out. Cyclones. Oh, he's got 2nd barracks. Cyclones are really weak against this. You need Starport. Starport is what you need against this, guys. If you don't play Starport, you will end up in trouble. And nice cancel in the shade there as the SCV was hiding next to the bunker. Good micro by CLEM. Oh my god, CLEM's such a freak. He's not getting hit by the Adept. And he's stopping her from regenerating her shields right now. Keeping her low. Setting up for the next wave. Void Ray's going to get on top, though. Cyclone cannot escape a Void Ray that's standing on top of the factory. As long as you stand your Void Ray like here, it can't escape. And you can see he's just going to A-move it, so it automatically attacks the Cyclone. Even with Mass Repair, I don't think you can save it from Prismatic Alignment, right? Unless your name's CLEM and you barely can. No, not quite, not quite, not quite. The Zealot and the Adept both went down, but the first Cyclone falling is huge. These 2 Marines will die. The 2nd Void Ray is almost here. The next Cyclone only just started. The 3rd Marine. Okay, the 4th Marine kills it. Great catch there. And if you can get a bunch of Marines out, maybe, just maybe. But batteries are there as well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Trying to build a 3rd barracks right now. Trying to build more Marines desperately. Void Ray's happy to just fight against this. Are we going to pull the SCVs and go for the mass repair again? Maybe. The Marine production's good. CLEM is very good at StarCraft, guys. He's very good. Yeah, we got to heal up. And touch up the shields and then get on top, get on top, get on top. You notice he's on top, so there's not much chance to escape. But he does! Oh, the Cyclone manages to escape, and then he goes straight back for it. The SCVs are blocking him from that. Oh, Reactor might be a focus point, maybe? Dude, I think he's held. I can't believe it. He's got the command center up. Orbital's finally making on that natural. The Adept's over there. He's got a Stalker warping, and this is insane. Thank you, J Armada, for the subs. Appreciate the love, guys. Void Rays, let's go. Come on. Oh, he can't quite get it. Okay, he gets it, but he loses a Void Ray every time he gets one of these Cyclones, and the next one's going to kill him. Void Ray stops to attack the command center. Very unfortunate there for ASTREA. He's got to get this Void Ray out of there. If that Void Ray doesn't escape, he's screwed. Stalker runs away. Void Ray runs away. Next Void Ray is on the way out. The Cyclone's going to catch it. You're kidding me. Clem is so good at StarCraft, and he's going to get it. He gets it. You're kidding me. What a beast. The Stalkers will trap the Cyclone, though. Oh, okay. He's going to get a Stalker as well. Oh, man. Cyclones in the hands of Clem are just too good of a unit, I feel like. He's so good with them. Void Ray, going to pick off some of these Marines. Could do a little bit of micro back to the shield battery. I'd like to see that. ASTREA, a little slow to get back to the battery. Oh, no. He just activated Prismatic Alignment and then instantly canceled it. Stalker's doing what they can as well. He's trying to pull back away from the Marines. A bit too much DPS. It was getting through the battery. Oh, he's doing some damage, but not enough right now. There's no Tempest on the way either. Clem has an expansion and 3 barracks pumping Marines. They may be unupgraded Marines, but unless ASTREA has some sort of really nice transition here, I think he might be just running out of steam. I mean, he's run out of battery juice already. We're going to see what he can get done. This is going to be really hard, man. 2 Void Rays come in. Oh, no, the Cyclone Marine's too good. Just too much firepower. Clemens just said, as long as I have enough Marines, I'm good. He's finally got a starport building as well. ASTREA refusing to transition. He says, it's now or never, man. I got to do this now or never. Prismatic Alignment will take out the bunker very quickly. Oh, he goes for the Cyclones. Gets rid of one. But does lose a Void Ray for a Cyclone and a bunker. And that's kind of the danger we're in. 2-gate Stalker still warping in on the front. Stalkers do good versus unupgraded Marines. That's kind of what ASTREA needs to use to his favor here. But the Cyclone is just such a problem maker, isn't it? The Void Rays, 2 Void Rays. If the Void Rays get on top of the Cyclone, like on the ramp or something, that's huge. They're not able to. They still haven't killed that reactor, which I think might be a big mistake as we see. At this point, there's so many barracks, it doesn't really matter, but definitely did earlier on. Stalkers come back in with the Zealot, start doing big SCV damage. Void Ray barely pulls away. ASTREA, get out. Does a lot of damage to the Cyclone, does escape with both Void Rays. Nicely done. Stalkers here doing what damage they can. Zealot picking off the SCVs. This game's still very close, but Stim's on the way. 5 Marines being built at a time. Clem is so far ahead on workers, and with double Mule, that he can afford more losses, but not too many. He's got to be careful, mate. He's got to be careful, mate. Third Void Ray is about to come out. These Void Rays need to get back. There's only 1 battery there. Oh, he's going to lose it. Void Ray goes down. Perfect Cyclone micro. Viking joins the fray. That's a big problem maker as well. And it feels like with no transition, yes, you've denied his natural temporarily, but the army is scaling better for Clem, especially with double Mule dropping. Void Rays going to be big if they can land hits on the Cyclone Viking, but instead they're just kind of getting left out in the rain there. 1 Void Ray goes down for a Viking. Second one gets a Cyclone. It's 1-for-1 trades. The Widowmine, big splash damage on the Stalkers on the ramp, and that's going to be that. ASTREA will be tapping out momentarily, I believe, because he knows he's out of steam. I mean, he's like, well, you're only on 1 base, so maybe the SCV trying to repair the depot. 3 hit points. Oh, the SCV does actually just stop to repair the other depot. Never mind. That's a bit of a supply block there for Clem as he starts an engineering bay. His stim is almost finished. He's got a medevac here. First medevac. It's going to help out a lot. The Cyclones helping out as well. Void Ray goes for the medevac. Nice move there. Good micro on the Void Ray with the battery. But, oh, those Marines, they just do so much damage, don't they? Stalkers going to have to sacrifice something to deal with that Widowmine. And ASTREA not quite able to take him out. Great hold by Clem. Very, very clutch. Just getting enough Marines to fight those Void Rays. The Reaper scouting and denying the early proxy shield battery. Huge plays by Clem. All right. That was a good hold. I feel like if he loses that game, it's a slippery slope and everything starts to fall apart. The Zealot got some good damage at the start. Killed the Marine. But then Clem was like perfect. SCV micro, his Reaper dancing back and forth, hitting that Adept and Zealot on the ramp. Like, that's just the stuff that only Clem can survive there, purely off of just his ridiculous micro. And yeah, cleaning up the Zealot Stalker so efficiently is what allowed those Marines to then get the damage on that Void Ray, allowed them to take out that Void Ray. Because if the first Void Ray gets the second Cyclone kill and survives, it's just game over. It's completely game over, but really well done. Will Pig stream the GSL Finals? I cast that just the other day. That's already all up on YouTube. I cast the entire day. Every day of this last season of GSL, I cast within 12 hours of it being live, and it was up on YouTube within about 25, 26 hours. Like just over a day after it was live streamed on YouTube for GSL, I would have my own videos up on YouTube as well. But you could have watched it, 12 hours before that if you were watching my live stream. So yeah, check out the videos all over on Pigcast if you guys didn't already see that. Probes dancing around here. Marine first. A good scout for Australia. Seeing the Marines, you know it's going to be a quick factory. Factory at a minute 50. Normally a factory goes down about 15 to 20 seconds after that. That's a big difference. Pig, what do you feel about people eating bacon? I'm down with it. People say, oh, isn't that hypocritical? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why is it hypocritical? And they're like, well, wouldn't you be against people eating human flesh? And I'm like, no. And that's when they go shocked face. They go, oh, what? But eating humans is bad. And I'm like, why? They're like, if they're not religious, they're really stumped on that one. They're like, it's gross. And I'm like, is it though? What if it tastes good? What if the good old long pig tastes like actual pig? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I mean, obviously I am kind of kidding. No, I've never eaten humans, guys. I want to though, but I'm only if they volunteer their bodies. There's one guy listening right now who's like, pig's a psychopath. There's one guy who probably believes everything I say. Anyways, Command Center is going to come up. That proxy starport, this sort of Hellion drop is vicious, man. Marine comes out and the Adept's like, oh, hello. Did you just get baited, son? I believe you did. Are you winning, son? Now that SCV tries to hide, Clem's like, crap. Stray's got to shade away, shade away, shade away. There's Hellions coming. Okay, he does shade now. The SCV, I can't believe that's going to escape, dude. That's crazy. Okay, he's going to try and land a hit or two on the Hellion. Just one. Would have been nice if he got 2 hits with slightly better micro. This delays the Hellions moving out because they have to repair. But because it was the first 2 Hellions, it doesn't actually delay it because you got to wait for those Hellions anyway. Now, Phoenix are really good against this. Probe comes in, he sees more Hellions. Oh, so he's like, okay, I know what's happening. Checks for it, finds the starport, and you just sit above the starport with your Phoenix while walling your base off. That's what you do here, guys. So notice he's going to build it. Whoa, where's the second gateway? Second gateway. Wall off, wall off, wall off, off. You don't need to full wall necessarily, but yeah. There's 2 Phoenix already. Where's the Phoenix micro? Oh, sloppy Phoenix micro. He just missed a lot of attacks there, guys. He's going to pull up into his main base. The Phoenix will kill the medevac, and then he can pick up 2 Hellions. It's crazy for Clem to commit to this, guys. Picks up 2, which means those don't have lethality anymore, those Hellions. And might kill 1 more with this probe because the Stalkers aren't focus firing it. Oh, let's see. Dude, he's killing way more than he should have here. Oh my god. Oh my god, Clem. This is what I'm saying. Clem's aggression is so disrespectful to his opponents. But he's just like, lol. You saw it? You have Phoenix above the medevac? To be fair, ASTREA screwed it up. He was trying to focus on getting his wall off up, and he should have been more focused on actually shutting down the medevac. When it's that close, you could see 1 boost and it's in your base. I think losing 8 probes might be okay there because it's a lot of units that Terran expends, right? You can see the units lost tab's pretty even. If you lose 8 probes, it's not too bad because now your Phoenix is going to get some damage. But, oh, bad control from ASTREA as well. Oh, no. Oh, so he loses a Phoenix. Doesn't even get an SCV there. Very sloppy. Very sloppy for ASTREA. Can't be affording these losses. Does get an SCV there at least. Stalker and Adept on the front. Don't want to be losing this Stalker. But, oh, Cyclones, man. Cyclone's good unit. Yeah, I think the Cyclone, if anything's going to get the Cyclone nerfed or reverted, it's Clem in this matchup. I don't really see it being a problem with anyone else. It's kind of like how the Vikings got buffed, their ability to be microed, and it was like a buff for Clem. It's this weird thing as well, because it feels weird to revert things just because some guy is so ungodly fast and good at controlling his units that he uses these like very, very sensitive units that you need to be like millimeter perfect with how you inch them back and forth for kiting and stuff. But he just does so well with them that it's like this weird thing. You're like, do we take away some of the cool micro to try and nerf Clem at some point? Well, I don't think so because he's not winning the big international tournaments. But online, in the European scene, he's kind of just ridiculous. Phoenix dancing around. 4 more gateways coming in, guys. So it's going to be Charged Phoenix, one of my favorite styles. Showtime used to be a big believer in this for a long time. I'd say up through 2021. But, not sure why he stopped doing it. Gets a Marine, but taking a lot of damage on these Phoenix. Now, when the fight happens, you want to fly in, pick up all the Widow Mines before they can burrow, and just swarm with Mass Zealot. But if the Widow Mines get good shots off, it can be a very big problem. A problem. Command center is building in the back. I don't think ASTREA has seen that. Oh, he did. He did see the third command center start. That's very good for him. Because even just looking at your minimap, you recognize that's clearly a command center, that big red shape on the minimap. So he knows for sure. Yep, you're going 3 bays. And I am going to just stop on 57 workers, make a billion zealots, and see what we can do. I think he's going to 8 gateways, right? Yeah, he's on 6 gates with 2 more finishing in the near future. Oh, does lose a Phoenix there, but at least he pulls away from the splashy damage. Careful, mate. Careful, mate. Oh, he doesn't have zealots ready yet. Dude, this might just be fast enough. Charge isn't quite ready. This is CLEM and his ridiculously cocky aggression. Part of the advantage is, like, there actually is a window there where he maybe could have just stemmed in and done crazy damage. Battery overcharge. Phoenix there picking up and punishing him if he overextends, though. It is, like, the safer decision to pull back for sure. 4th Nexus going down. Zealots charge on top. I mean, you now know you're playing Phoenix Zealot. The correct call is to go home as the Terran player. CLEM is going to keep attacking because his name is CLEM, and he doesn't know how to go home. This man only knows how to attack, and he wins with it. CLEM's special ability, man. Attacking when he should defend and winning the game. 2 Widow Mines go down, but the Phoenix does get snagged. 3rd Command Center hasn't floated out just yet. It's going to go for a Ghost Academy. You can EMP the Phoenix. They can't lift anything on the ground. Ooh, Cyclone's there. Here we go. Zealots coming in. Oh, picking up a few of these Widow Mines. Nice. Nice counterattack. Really good counterattack. Unfortunately, the Cyclone gets big damage to that Phoenix. More Widow Mine pickups. Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Those Widow Mines are getting hammered by the Phoenix. Phoenix need to get out of there. The Zealots are just going to trade. And as long as the Phoenix survive, I think that was an okay trade for ASTREA, but he's only on 60 workers. His 4th Nexus is up, so we can transfer workers from, like, his main there. These Cyclones are actually being a big nuisance. If it wasn't for the Cyclones, I feel like these Phoenix would be much healthier. He's going to go for Robo Bay behind this. This is always the awkward part when you try to go from Phoenix Zealot into Colossus. The 4th gas, super essential. And usually I would always do this off 2nd Robo. I would always go double Robo Colossus. And if you hit me just before those Colossus come out, like, I just always lose. But ASTREA's trying to do it in a more solid way where it's like, just keep active with the Zealot Phoenix, keep counterattacking and stuff. Phoenix a little slow. I don't think they get the lifts. They do. Yeah, picks up the Widow Mine, stops them from firing. That was well done. Oh, we get some medevac and a couple more Widow Mines on the left side. Oh, he gets 2 Widow Mines, but he does lose a few more Phoenix. Oh, medevac. Oh, gets good damage on the medevacs, though. He's lost 6 Phoenix, but he's killed 15 Widow Mines. Units lost tab. Slightly ahead for CLEM. 4th base is now mining. And ASTREA, he's mixing in a few probes. He's got Blink on the way. He's basically decided, look, the Phoenix part of the game is going to be over soon. Next fight, these Phoenix probably all die. So I'm already preparing for Blink to be my anti-air. He's got an Immortal out. He's got 2 sentries as well. I really want to see the Colossus. I'd love to see double Robo, but he doesn't have the gas for it. Got to keep active with the Zealots. He's got to be ready for the run bys. CLEM's doing such a good job of zoning him and not giving him an opening to get in there. I think ASTREA can win this game. But he needs to realize this is going longer because CLEM is slowed down. CLEM's giving ASTREA respect now because ASTREA's got such a momentum-focused style. Building a 4th command center, making an armory. You know, CLEM's basically saying, okay, I need to play a longer game. EMP plus Vikings. 1 Phoenix goes down. The others no longer have lift, which means no more harassment from those Phoenix on the ground. Zealot will clean up that Marine. Whee! He goes flying across the ocean floor there. Phoenix, get out. ASTREA loses another Phoenix. Ouch. Yeah, this is what I mean. The Phoenix are kind of done now. He's got only 1 Colossus. No battery on the 4th. Uh-oh. Guardian Shield going to be kind of effective. 2-1 upgrades against 1-1. So the upgrade advantage is there for ASTREA. Phoenix trying to just suicide. Kamikaze! Phoenix actually dragged pretty decent Widow Mines into the Terran. Arc on Hallucinations trying to hang on. There's no battery on this base, man. ASTREA's like trying to dance back and forth. But without a battery here, I mean, he's on 77 probes. That's adorable. He's going to recall units from his run-by to the front. Oh no, the Stalkers. 3 Stalkers just gunned down almost instantly. Oh, if he had 2 Colossus and a battery, maybe, but 1 Colossus not going to quite be enough. And CLEM getting back in charge. ASTREA's playing really good today, but CLEM is just on another level. Well, this man just doesn't know how to die, does he? Bloody slick plays for CLEM. Those Phoenix needed to react very quickly. ASTREA messaged me right after that game, and he said, holy moly, is it actually possible to not lose all of your workers to 4 cars? And I was like, yeah, man. I was like, dude, I mean, yeah, basically the starport was like here. His Phoenix were like kind of on the right. They needed to be on the left side. And then you need to react instantly when it comes out. Like it's because the medevac boost is so quick and Phoenix take a second to accelerate. If they're not already moving, it's awkward. So I also think you want to probably be on a patrol path with the Phoenix above the starport so that they're already moving. And I know they'll automatically stop moving once the medevac comes out. But maybe if you're quick enough, you can give them a move command and see which way they go. Is it a serious decision point to build a battery or not at the 3rd or 4th, or just a matter of multitasking? He just forgot. 100% ASTREA just forgot. He was playing a Phoenix Zealot style in that last game, which is more about jumping on the Terran in the middle of the map. Like, you don't just hug batteries, because Zealot Phoenix is about diving on top of Terran. It's about jumping on top, as I said, picking up those Widow Mines. Because if you just let him set up a nice fight outside your base, you know, you don't have any ranged damage. You don't have any long-range units until you get multiple Colossus out. So he just kind of forgot. He was transitioning into Colossus Stalkers. He should have had a shield battery. It was a mistake. I'm sure he'll be kicking himself for that one. But, yeah, he kind of read Clem's play. Wasn't able to punish it too well. Rough for ASTREA. We'll see what he goes for now. He's got a full mining base. He's got the Adepts on the way. I would never rally like that. I guess he knows it always pops on the left, but I'd be so worried it would pop on the inside and you'd have to recall it out. Zealot Adept pressure coming out against a blind 1-Rax expand here for Mr. Clemmy Clem. Completely blind. This is the sort of game where that Stargate proxy could be very scary, right? Though I guess Reacted Cyclone, pretty powerful. It does look like a Reacted Cyclone build to me. Second barracks already building here. Factory lands. Zealots going after the SCV. Adept should be in here momentarily. Taking a little bit longer than I was expecting. Oh, he could have shaded up the ramp. Stop the SCV getting away. Slight mistake from ASTREA. He goes for the left depot because this way the SCVs need to come around further to repair it. So it's harder for his opponent to repair. Now, worrying about Cyclones coming out, I think ASTREA should be backing off. He should go home. He's making 3 Adepts. Oh, no. 3 Adepts not good versus Cyclones, guys. We got to run home. We got to run home now. ASTREA, you got to run. He's got to like recall. Unless he's going to recall straight away. Yep. Okay, he's going to go like that. He's going to say, you take the Zealot. I'll shade up and then recall the Adepts. Fair enough. 3 barracks come up behind it. He does get scouting from that as well, so he does see all 3 barracks, which is actually very useful. And he sees these Cyclones coming. Oh, cancel. No, what are we doing, ASTREA? Oh. Oh. Oh, he abuses like a little spot there where you're in Watchtower range. Actually gets a few hits on it. Oh, that was an ASTREA special. Very nice. Oh, hello. Adepts coming forward. Trying to shade on top. Adepts actually do decent damage, man. 10 damage a hit. Takes 12 hits, I believe, to kill a Cyclone. Cyclones don't have a base armor. 1 Adept there. Going down. Not too bad. Oh, there's more Cyclones, though. Oh, I hate this opening. The 4 Cyclone pressure, I think, is one of the most trash builds. Maru did this build against Creator. It's the map that Creator won. Put him way behind. To be fair, that was a 3 command center, I think, in the follow-up. I don't think it was quite the 3 racks, but this one's getting value. Look at the value, guys. It's 1 SCV for 3 Adepts, a Stalker, a Zealot, and a Probe. Remember what I was saying about how, like, today especially, if you just look at today's games, the Cyclone looks utterly broken? I have not had this thought in, like, months. And just watching today's games of Clem, I'm like, this unit's unfair. I know the last game was Hellions in the opening, but still... I'm just like, damn, dude. These units are really hard for Protoss to deal with in the early stages. Like, it might... Is it a little overtuned and it's just only Clem is doing it? Or are these Protoss players making so many mistakes? Because, like, it's consistently been doing so much damage. Surprising. These games are fascinating. Double Forge again for ASTREA. I think ASTREA can come back from this with the quick 3rd base, the 2 gas, Zealot style. It's such a good style, man. Oh, he's got to be careful, though. Careful, mate. Gets himself a Marine there. Not too bad. Pulls back for now. Starport is building 2 medevacs. Do we have +1 weapons, guys? It's just started. That's very late. I think Clem kind of forgot his +1 weapons for a little bit. Cyclones just find a probe on the left side. Very nice. Six more gateways building, so it's going to be 8 gate Zealot momentarily. No battery on the 3rd. But as I said, remember, guys, you don't need batteries on your base when you play this style. Doesn't make sense. And I would argue it's actually a bad idea to make shield batteries on each base. You want all your minerals into Zealots. If you can't swarm over him, you are in trouble. You need to have your Zealots out forward on the map. And I think building a gateway like up here somewhere is actually a really good idea because you want to be forward warping in Zealots. without having to actually build a robo and a prism. It's very expensive to do that, especially when you are gas starved, as in this game. He's going to start a robo now. Fun fact, the mad cow disease can lay dormant in your brain for decades. We are reaching that decade. We're all going to turn into zombies. Don't think that's how it works, man. Does sound fun, though. Double drop. Oh! If he can get the pylon just before 1-1 finishes, that'd be devastating. Quick recall. Good snap recall. +1 attack does finish. Staying here like a crazy person is Clem. He's going to lose the medevac. One medevac gets out. The other one does escape. Okay. 8 probes go down. It does slow down his 2-2 from getting here. I don't know. I think that might be okay for ASTREA, especially if he can trap this drop. It's hiding right now, and it barely gets out of here. ASTREA sees... Oh, does he, though? Oh, he tries to unload right there, because Clem does not know... Remember what I said about how you need to turtle against Mass Zealot? Clem's going to keep attacking just like he did on Amphion. He's got a 3rd command center this time, so he's not all in on it. He's only doing this off 3 barracks. Does he have enough momentum? I mean, he's way up in supply. So maybe he can just win. He's down only 1 upgrade right now. Widow Mines could be massive here. Big Widow Mine hits. ASTREA has to pull back. Has to pull back. Never broke those rocks, which means if the bio just attack without breaking the debris, that's a problem. +2 armor starts, +2 attack. He didn't quite have the gas for it, ASTREA, unfortunately. Had to already replace a bunch of Stalkers. And you can see when you're only on 2 gases, having to replace a bunch of Stalkers can kind of ruin the most important part of your build, which is these upgrades. So that's unfortunate. He's waiting for 150 gas desperately. Looks like he may have undersaturated his gas and now he's oversaturated. There we go. He's very aware of that problem. Squeezing out the early observer also, of course, is part of that issue. Oh my god, 6 Widow Mines on the left? What the hell? I think he's like, look, this is going to die anyway. I might as well take a Widow Mine shot with me. ASTREA's going for more of like a base tradey setup here. More Zealots on the left. Zealot Stalker Sentry on the right side. He's going to try and run forward and bait the Widow Mine shot. Bio there, the Marauders. There is more Zealots behind though. Hello. Trying to blink on top. Nice moves. Clem's coming home though. You gotta run. You gotta run. You see this? You gotta run. Yeah, the Zealots are going to split in, which is not a bad move. Gets himself like a Widow Mine. Doesn't quite take those Widow Mine hits. These Zealots here do need to just continue trading. Kill whatever they can. Get whatever they can in the mineral line. If you focus fire a few SCVs, that's excellent. They do so. Oh, he goes back in on the front. Setting off a few Widow Mines with the Zealots. ASTREA with some very nice micro. Gets a few SCVs. Not as many as I thought. I thought he'd get more, but he was killing like Marines and Widow Mines and Marauders in there. He's down on the units lost. Space still nowhere near saturated on that left side. 12 on the gold though. Hasn't broken these rocks yet. There we go. 21 Zealots, 6 Stalkers, plus 2-2 upgrades against 1-1 will be done momentarily. 8 Marine drop on the right though. Devastating. It's a devastating drop, guys. He never broke these rocks. And he has no vision on the right side. ASTREA's got a Prism ready to drop the natural. But that 8 Marine drop is going to stim in that worker line. And I think that's huge. Because you're only up a handful of probes. And look at this move from Clem. ASTREA's just not aware of it. He's blind on that right side of the map. He's been very aggressive. But Clem finds a way to sneak a small number of units. Good reaction by ASTREA. Only losing 4 probes there is great. He's going to go for his own Prism drop, but Clem's being very defensively oriented, so he's being responsible. 4th Command Center Armory. He's making libs and stuff. Get out, get out, get out. Just unload the Zealots and run away with the Prism. If you can recall the Prism or whatever, that'll be great. A couple of Zealots go in. Oh my god, big Widow Mines on them, but that's actually okay. That's actually not too bad. Trading some hit points and a bunch of Zealots for that is not too bad. This Marine drop's going to go around looking for an opening as the Marauders chase the Zealots home. Gotta be careful about chasing too far there as Clem. You could get jumped on. Colossus are on the way as well as +3 armor. Going to 10 gateways is ASTREA. Hanging on a lower worker count of 67. But if he can shut things down, that'll be good. Dude, Clem in here with like a Spec Ops squadron. Just being a cheeky little bugger. Squadron, not really what you'd use for a commando section, but a unit of Spec Ops in there. Trying to do their stuff. Prism goes down in the back. Thank you very much for the support there. Mute. Appreciate the love, dude. Bio coming in. Holy crap, way too generous. Is that Mute who I played earlier? People were accusing you of hacking. Maybe they watched the VOD and heard me say, nope, I don't see any evidence of hacking. They play a bit different, but there's you know, they played good. They beat me fair and square. They beat me very fair and square. Anyways, Zealots moving to the left. Marine Marauder coming forward. We've got 3-3. Colossus range on the way. 1 Colossus, 2 Colossus. The double Robo going now. Astrea's only on 71 probes. That's the only issue. Like, the gold base is good, but it runs out pretty quickly. Then again, Clem's 4th is only now established. I don't know, man. This seems like a pretty close game. Except for the fact that ASTREA's on 33 zealots and his army's in a ball. That's really bad. ASTREA needs to have 10 zealots here, 10 zealots over here, open these minerals up. If he does that, he can find a good fight. But there's no way he wins with a front-on engagement. If he fights front-on, he's on a one-way trip to D-Town because there is 10 Widow Mines, 3 Ghosts, 23 Marauders, 19 Marines. Zealots attacking front-on into that just ain't going to work, I don't think. I mean, I say that. Then again, he's on 2-2 up against 1-1, right? Plus 3 armor's about to finish as well in 10 seconds. Oh, he wants to fight with a triple upgrade advantage. This could be big. This could be really big. The Stalker Colossus on that side, if they can pick off this Widow Mine as well, and they will. Dude, nice moves. I feel like right now, plus 3 armor's kicking in. Just go for it. Just YOLO. That might be the play. As long as you don't fight into the planetary. Yeah, you got to go to the right side. He's going to go to the right side. Prism's going to come in on the left. He's going to go for it. He's going to go warp in zealots in the back while he attacks the front. One Widow Mine gets a decent shot. This Widow Mine here shouldn't really be able to kill too much. His Stalkers and Colossus will pick it off. He's coming in forward. Massive upgrade advantage. 2-2 is coming in for Clem soon, though. If ASTREA wants to do this, he's got to do it now. He has to do this now or never, or forever hold your peace. But he's not doing it. He's not confident enough. He only warps in 1 zealot in the back, and he keeps rotating with his main army. He's going to split his zealots up and try to attack. If he can make this messy enough, it could work. Unfortunately, he's supply blocked because he didn't attack on the front first, which is what he kind of needed to do. I think ASTREA is being a little too hesitant right now, and he does blink back, dodges the Widow Mine, which is very cute. Could kill this command center for free. Zealots come in, kill a command center over there. Could kill 2 command centers. Nice force fields. Wow, very good force fields. Great EMPs to counter. But click the command center and get out, man. Click the command center and get out. ASTREA may have overcommitted there, though. Units lost tab is in favor of Clem. Remember, ASTREA's only on 74 workers. He lost his Prism as well. He's got some Zealots on that right side. Stalkers hanging out front. 3-3 for him, but 3-3 is now started for Clem. Clem's closing the gap on the upgrades. ASTREA's lead is dissipating. He's now going to play triple Robo Disruptor, quad Robo Disruptor. I love it. I do like that style. Problem is if Clem gets to range libs. Like now, your 15 gate quad Robo, it's kind of we're kind of mixing and matching. Like, we're not playing the stats Showtime 25 gateway 2 Robo style, but we're also not playing the Psystorm late game carrier disruptor style. So still momentum on ASTREA's side. Let's see what he can get done with this, guys. It's a really awesome finals today in the ESL NA Weekly Cup number 234. Colossus getting pushed back. Stalkers and Zealots getting pushed back. The Disruptors! Massive Disruptors landing all over Clem. New Prism in the back as well, guys. Sorry to move away from the Disruptor shots, but the Prism drop in the natural could do well. Unfortunately, the Zealots were still in his control group, so he moves them back. He clicks the Zealots back. Big mistake. The new Zealots warping in will be more effective, though. Stalkers trying to pick off the Vikings. Good micro with these Stalkers. Actually taking out a few of those Vikings. Zealots doing what they can, but the Prism needs to get out. The Zealots killing 14 workers. ASTREA, even in the trades, dude, if those Zealots had fought in the natural, I think he could have killed so many more SCVs there, at least 10 more, which would have been kind of crippling because Clem's economy is not that big to start with. A couple of Marauders and SCVs more do go down. Warp Prism flies into the Widow Mine and does go down. Now, ASTREA's only on like 5 bases. He's taking a 6th now that's about to finish. I'd like to see him take a 7th, take an 8th as well, and indeed, he also is like-minded thinking of doing that. Now, these fights have gone okay for ASTREA, but remember, the upgrade advantage is about to disappear. Clem's taking a 5th base in the top left. There is a probe going to build a pylon. It's going to find that there's a base there, and that's going to be important because as ASTREA, you can't just be letting that base go up for free, man. Disruptors come forward, gets 2 Marauders on the first one. Oh, Marauder trying to get on top of the Disruptors. Balls, balls, balls. Balls do fly out in all directions. That one whiffs. This one kind of lands on a single Marauder. That one doesn't get anything. The Disruptors are going to recall, which is a good move. The Zealots trading up there. Not very well, though. ASTREA down 2,000 resources in that unit's lost trade. That was very good for his opponent. Planetary is now up on the top left as well. I think he'd like to rotate his main army there. Trickle a few Zealots into the 3rd at the same time. Clem is actually going to go for a counter drop. Wow. And ASTREA's blind on that right side of the map other than this probe. So he could be in trouble if that drop gets in. But does that leave enough units to defend? ASTREA needs a Stalker warp in right now. He has nothing that shoots up. No ranged units other than 1 Stalker. And there we go. 13 Stalkers warp in. That'll do it. Instant remax for ASTREA on 86 probes. He's got to get damage done now, though. He's got money, but he doesn't have a big army supply. And Clem's caught up on the upgrades. I would have liked to see him lead with the Disruptors there. That's how I would have liked to see him do that trade. Now, Clem's going to keep attacking down a choke point into Disruptors because his name's Clem and he has 0 fear. He's going to find a Nexus with a bunch of probes. Losing that, not the end of the world for ASTREA. Oh, wait, he's not going to lose it? Mass Zealot comes in from behind. Needs some Stalkers on this squad as well. ASTREA needs to follow that drop with these Zealots. Hello? Oh, he's F2'd. ASTREA's F2'd. The Chaos is getting to him a little bit. He should have tracked this drop, but he didn't. Now he's going to try and jump on the army in the middle. Oh, no. ASTREA lost track of his army. Oh, CLEM jumps on top. Oh, my God. None of the disruptor shots land. Protect your balls at all times. That's the first thing they say when you step into the octagon. ASTREA, unfortunately, left his boys hanging out. He forgot to wear his box today. His giblets just got turned into a jelly. Oh, geez. Stalker's trying to blink forward, but now they're going to get jumped on as well. He's trying to, like, get something done with a counterattack, but no, we already lost all of our valuable units. Stalker Disruptor going down. The Zealots are getting good damage on the right side of the SCVs, but, dude, he's just lost his entire economy to this triple drop. A big mistake there for ASTREA. I thought he handled that drop really well at first, but then you could tell he kind of F2'd his army to the front, got lost a bit in the chaos, the pressure of playing against CLEM. CLEM's so good at defending and attacking and swapping back and forth between them, and the pace that he puts on you is wild. I mean, ASTREA, so many good ideas, so many good little details in what he did, but at the end of the day, the pace that CLEM plays with is so hard to keep up with, and it really does feel like when you watch CLEM play against most players, it's like he's in a weight class above them. You know, it's like he's just got too much speed. He's just such a fast player. His ability to multitask and do everything at once and just play and flow in the game is second to none. And he wins himself yet another big finals. 3-1 over ASTREA. GG, well played. Liquid's CLEM comes out on top. Very nicely done. GG, well played.